Hey, you YouTube and Snapchat and Rumblers. Shake your tits and swing your dicks, kids. It's another fucking Friday. You made it. Congratulations. Well, it has been a fucking week. My God. It seems like everyone has been off their meds since the last fucking show. Wow, I can't even begin to fucking... I don't even know where to start. Well, I know exactly where to start. Before we get started, I gotta tip my hat to today's libation. I figured I needed a Tommy Original today. I call this a Southern Sunset. This is gonna be another one of those drinks you can put into your summer arsenal. Okay, very simple. I used about a shot and a half of peach flavored bourbon, 1 shot of Campari, and you stir that up really good, get it all nice and cold, and top it with club soda, and there you go. Azalud, to drink up and be somebody. That is very refreshing. A little on the sweet side, but very refreshing. On a hot day, that's gonna be lights out. That'll put you in the right mood. Matter of fact, you add a little orange juice to this, you can make it a Southern Sunrise, and it's a nice little brunch drink. So there you go. Salud again. Drink up and be somebody. All right, that's nice. So, like I said, everybody's been off their fucking meds this week. Wow, it started as soon as the fucking show wrapped last Friday. The whole world went fucking bananas. So, I mean, listen, I'm gonna get right to it, okay? I'm gonna get right to it. We all have heard about Will Smith's bitch slap that can be heard around the fucking world, right? The goddamn Oscars were a disaster. Okay, I'm going to unravel that, and I'm going to dive into that a little later on in the show. But the reason I mentioned it is because to commemorate all the Will Smith bullshit this week, I'm wearing my official Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Jordan 5s. Okay, sometimes you see them displayed back here. So it's just fucking great. Jada Pinkett, I think that's how you say it, Jada. Yeah, Jada Pinkett fucking went bald, shaved her head. Okay, which... You know how I feel about bald-headed women, okay? And like I said, we're going to get into that too. But, there is a double standard, okay? If a guy starts losing his hair and he shaves his head, I get it, okay? Guys look good bald. Women don't. Women freak people out when they're fucking bald, okay? The true story. Many moons ago, I have to say probably my early to mid-20s. Young and single, okay? And a friend of mine's wife talked me into going on Match.com. Back like when it was like, in its infancy. So I started talking to a broad on there. See the pictures in the profile, whatever. We exchanged numbers. We set up a date. I go pick her up. Now, in the picture, it's a pretty girl. She had a nice, thick head of hair, dark curly hair. In the picture, in all of her pictures, I go pick her up, and she shows up, and she's fucking bald. And I'm like, what happened to your head? And she goes, oh, I shaved it. And she's wearing these big fucking earrings. I did it for attention, obviously. Something mentally irregular. She did it and she goes, I shaved it. I said, I could see that. Why? And she said, well, I shaved it for St. Baldrick's, which is that charity that everybody shaves their head for, like around St. Patty's Day. Fucked up thing was, this is May. So, I was already there and I was hungry. I'm a good sport. I'm like, all right, come on, let's go for dinner. So I'm sitting there with this bald-headed woman and these big... Matter of fact, the waiter even came over to the... I'm bald! He comes... It looked like 2 tits. And he comes over to the table. He's like, huh! I actually said that out loud. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's a lot to take in. So, this chick went to kiss me goodnight, like I touched her head, and I'm like, all right, no, can't do it. So I have this thing with bald-headed women. Stop it. Doesn't look good. Okay? Unless you're part of like the Dora Milaje in the Black Panther movie. Wakanda Forever. No, stop. But we're going to get into that a little later on. Everyone at Disney's lost their fucking minds. And I've come to the conclusion that society as we know it is completely falling apart. I went to buy shoe polish this week. Okay? Apparently nobody fucking polishes their shoes anymore. Like, got a couple nice pairs of shoes. You want to put a little fucking shine on them? I got places to go, things to do, people to see. So I ran out of shoe polish. So I go to the fucking drugstore to buy shoe polish. I go Rite Aid. That's where I used to get it. I'm walking up and down the fucking aisles, nothing. I asked the girl, I said, excuse me, I said, do you have shoe polish? And she laughed at me. I said, no. I said, what the fuck is so funny? People don't do that anymore. I'm like, what do you mean people don't fuck with? People don't shine their shoes? So everyone wears sneakers. Now, as you can tell, I know a thing or two about it. You can't see this, but it goes all the way down to the fucking end. I mean, it starts over here and ends up in, like, Hoboken. Okay, but, people still wear shoes. Now, I had to go to, like, fucking 3 different places to find shoe polish. Imagine this shit. I got a free car wash today. Nice. You think, this is great, right? It's a new car wash opened up in Franklin Square. I'm driving past. I see it's grand opening. Free car wash, grand opening. I say, you know what? My truck's a little dirty. I could use a little shine on it. I slide right in. Guy comes up to the thing, gives me a free car. Now, I should have realized something was up because they didn't ask me to get out of the truck to vacuum the truck. So I said, okay, no big deal. I go through the car wash. I don't like that. I don't like sitting in the car while it goes through the wash. I don't like to be able to see. So when I come out, I pull around, and I'm sitting there like a fucking retard waiting for the guys to come to, usually they're like cockroaches. They just appear, dry your car off, and go. I'm sitting there waiting. Owner comes up to me and goes, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to dry my car. He goes, oh, no, it's an express car wash. I saw that. I said, I don't know what the fuck that means. He goes, well, you got to dry your own. I said, I got to what? He goes, you got to dry your own. I said, say that again. He goes, well, you see these little bays over here? I said, yeah. He goes, you could pull in, you could vacuum it for free. I said, free? I mean, I'm not going to bitch. I didn't pay nothing for the car wash. I said, but so let me get this straight. This is all the time? You got to vacuum and dry your own car? He goes, yeah. He goes, you need a towel? I can give you one for $2. I said, say what now? So the guy wanted to give me a towel for $2. I got to dry my own truck, and I got to vacuum it myself. I said, but how is this express? I says, listen, do yourself a favor. Put a fucking sign up because you're in the wrong neighborhood over here. I said, somebody pulls their car in to get a goddamn car wash, and they pay you $20 or whatever the fuck. I said, you're going to end up getting shot. Whole fucking world is off their meds. Speaking of medication, Bruce Willis. He's got aphasia. Now, I'm not going to make fun of this because I'm probably going to be in the same fucking boat as this guy in a little while. Aphasia is basically brain damage. It's a speech impediment. It's brought on by, head trauma. Sometimes it could be because of a stroke. Now, he used to do a lot of his own stunts, so I'm sure he's had his fair share of concussions over the years. So he has trouble. There's 2 versions of aphasia. There's one where you're cognitive, but you just can't get the words out. Like, you know what you want to say, but it doesn't come out of your fucking mouth. And then there's the other one, I think, which he has, where he can't, he has trouble speaking, but he can't comprehend what people are saying to him. Like, it just gets jumbled in there. So, there's that. So he's retiring from acting, Bruce Willis. So, Bruce, it's all the best, my friend. The other night, because there's never anything really good on television, I was watching, and I do this a lot. Sometimes I'll see these on YouTube, the old Dean Martin roasts, which are fucking hilarious, okay? And it occurred to me, because he always had comedians on there, and these comedians would come in, and they basically would just rip everybody apart. And by today's standards, my God, they would have fucking lynched him. They would have killed Don Rickles, okay? They would have said he was unwoke. They would have said he was fucking a racist and this and that. I mean, he made, some racial jokes. But you got black people on the days, you got Puerto Rican, and everybody's fucking laughing. Everybody's having a great time. That's the whole thing about comedy, okay? It's supposed to call out these things and make fun of them so we don't take each other so fucking seriously. You know what I mean? So everybody's so fucking uptight and sensitive. And I was thinking to myself, comics were so much funnier back then. They mocked everybody. And the reason why they were so funny, because you see everybody else laughing, everyone had a fucking thick skin. And there was one comedian in particular that I always liked. And I forgot about him and I saw him. And it reminded me of something, this great bit. The comic's name was Red Buttons. He was a little Jewish guy with red hair. I think he was originally from the Bronx. I know he's from New York City. You know, he was one of those Borscht Belt comics. Very, very funny. And he had this whole bit of, why are we giving him a dinner? Okay? Like, you know, whoever they were honoring, why are we giving this man a dinner? And he would go on to just basically make fun of it. And it was the fucking funniest bit. I know you're not supposed to steal a comics bit, but I'm actually doing this as a tribute. I think I want to resurrect this a little bit, okay? Because it was funny, and it was great, and it was hilarious, and like, you know, like, and as I'm watching this, I'm thinking, if this guy was still alive today, what he would have done with Will Smith would have been fucking hilarious. Now, I hope I could do it a little justice, you know? Like, I mean, he would have looked at Will Smith and went, why are we giving this man an Oscar? So many great people since the beginning of the world that were in show business never got an Oscar. Sidney Poitier, stunt double. And guess who's coming to dinner? Who once said, they put me in the back of the dining room. Never got an Oscar. Bill Cosby, who one time said to a waitress in the delicatessen, how about a smile and a Coke? Never got an Oscar. Samuel L. Jackson, who said, I want the Oscar that said bad motherfucker on it. Never got an Oscar. He got an Oscar on Sunday, no one knew. Vladimir Zelensky, who took method acting so far that he went and became president of the country he was pretending to be president of on television, never got an Oscar. And Chris Rock, who could take a bitch slap better than a Harlem hooker, never got an Oscar. So, we got a lot to cover today, kids. Face slapping, don't say gay, mentally irregulars of all ages, strap in, it's going to be a bumpy one. All right, so your Hochul hoedown. Well, in case you didn't know, Governor Hochul greenlit a brand new stadium for the Buffalo Bills up in the Albany area, which apparently her husband's company is going to benefit tremendously from. Now, just an aside, this stadium is costing the New York taxpayers about $850 million in tax money, okay? Now, shouldn't we all get a free set of tickets to a game if you're taking $850 million of our tax money and needlessly applying to this stadium? First of all, there was nothing wrong with Buffalo's old stadium. I mean, I could see if the new stadium they're building had a dome, but it don't. It's an open-air stadium, so you're still going to freeze your fucking balls off. So, and financial experts are saying she did not need to earmark $850 million of New York tax money. Matter of fact, she could have taken that and rolled it back into the state budget and dropped the fucking $9 billion deficit. But hey, I digress. I'm not the governor yet. So... That's just a little April Fool's joke. I'm not running for governor. Hochul greenlights this $1.4 billion stadium for the Bills. And her husband, Bill Hochul, who's the senior VP and general counsel for Delaware North. Delaware North is the food service company that owns all the concessions at the current stadium. So apparently this is all going to transfer to the new stadium and then some, because the stadium is going to have more concessions. So Delaware North is going to make a lot more money. Vis-a-vis, her husband is going to make a lot more money. Isn't that nice? Okay? Wives helping husbands, taxpayers helping football teams. Isn't love wonderful? And what do we get for it? Ogats. Okay, kids, get your tickets out. Get ready. We're about to hop on to that maniacal, magical express into mayhem and fuckery. All aboard! Woo-hoo! Crazy train's leaving the station. First stop, you know where we're going, California. The Oscars. Oh my God, what a fucking fiasco this fucking thing was. First of all, let me just start off by saying that every single fucking celebrity these days is so fucking full of themselves, it's not even funny. They're all a bunch of fucking whiny, oh, look at me, look at me, look at me, bullshit, okay? All attention whores, all complaining about their moment and this and that. Listen, myself not included in this, because I mean, I said this before, I don't do this show for fame or fortune, because Christ knows I don't get any of that. I really just do it because I enjoy doing it. It's my calling. The Lord came down and spoke to me. and said, boy, listen up. And I said, God? No, motherfucker. God ain't black. My name's St. Jethro. God sent me. I work for the man. You need to do this. You need to be the voice of reason for these people. They're all fucked up. Now, I guess the reason they picked me is because, he says, you may not know, but I'm an actual man of the cloth. I'm an ordained minister. The Right Reverend Dr. Tommy G. Azalu. There you go. So I do this show basically not for attention, not because I need a moment. It's just, you know, I got a lot to say. This is the best way I can say it. I only have to say it once. Okay? And I do enjoy doing it. It keeps me from fucking strangling the shit out of everybody. So, that said, I mean, like I said, these fucking celebrities are all mentally irregular. Here, they was like, the whole week leading up to the Oscars, they were petitioning for Vladimir Zelensky to make an appearance. Are you fucking mentally irregular? The man's in Ukraine fighting the fucking Russian invasion. He's gonna stop, take 10 minutes out of his day to appear at the Oscars? But are you... Hey, like Sean Penn was saying, if he doesn't show up, I'm gonna melt all my Oscars down. What, he's got 1.5? Have a fun goal. So, Will Smith ruined the fucking Oscars. Basically, this is something we all know. You know what? Before we even dive into it, let me go to the videotape. Go ahead, run it.
The hardest job tonight, Harvey Baldwin and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
So, as you can see, there's a couple of things we need to unpack first. Jada Pinkett Smith looks fucking ridiculous with a bald head. I'll be the first one to say it, okay? She looks fucking ridiculous. If you have alopecia, okay, who fucking cares? It's not a life-threatening disease. It's not like you have fucking cancer, okay? Cancer will kill you. No one died from alopecia. Okay, you know why your hair's fucking falling out, you retard? Because you spent the majority of your life weaving shit into it, tying it, pulling it. Listen, I hate to say this, I'm not being stereotypical. I know alopecia does happen to white people because whatever the fucking reason for that is, but for the most part, a lot of it happens to black women, and it's because they're constantly weaving shit into their hair. Let that shit go natural. That's all I'm saying. Now, another thing I want to point out here, that if you look at Jada's head, okay? She's got like, you can see she's got like a buzz cut now, like stubble is grown in. And it's not grown in patches, it's a full head of stubble. Which leads me to believe that she doesn't have fucking alopecia, she's just being overly dramatic. Which is why she shaved her fucking head, because she wants attention. Okay? She's an attention whore. The whole fucking Smith family are attention whores. First of all, they're all fucking irregular. The kids, they're all gender fluid. You don't know if they're fucking sucking dick or what the fuck. They're all a bunch of fucking Looney Tunes. Okay? So, let's get to the joke. Chris Rock is a comedian. First of all, Jada and Will are always going to be the butt of jokes because of Jada. Jada goes and puts all of their fucking business out in the street. Like their open marriage, and how she was banging her son's friend who was 20, and blah, 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 and all that fucking nonsense, right? So all this guy did was like, he just made a comment about her head. You show up fucking bald, people are going to say something. Okay? Like, the whole world should know that she's got alopecia because she said it on her stupid fucking podcast. She's got a podcast on Facebook, The Red Door, whatever the fuck. Okay? I think I got 3 more subscribers than she does. That's not saying much. Okay? But that's, I'm just saying, so he probably didn't fucking know, because if he knew, he wouldn't have probably made the comment, because that could go over bad. I get it, but whatever. He just made a fucking comment. Okay? And then when he makes the joke, if you look at Will Smith, he's laughing. He's like, and then he saw Jada's face. He's like, oh, shit. And she's, you know what she said? She probably looked like, yeah? You think it's going to be funny when I tell these people you like to suck cock? Because it's been rumored for years that Will Smith is a closet homo. Okay? Hey, listen, if he's a baloney smoker, that doesn't make the guy a bad guy. I mean, if that's his preference, that's his preference. Why he doesn't just come out of the fucking closet, I don't understand. Not my circus, not my monkey. But it's been rumored for years. Now, of course, they try to shoot these rumors down, but let me put it to you another way. It was rumored for years that fucking Harvey Weinstein was a goddamn pervert. Whoops, that came true. It was rumored for years that you didn't want to leave your girl or a drink unattended around Bill Cosby because she might wake up on the floor with fucking pudding pop juice all over her face. Okay? That turned out to be true, too. So that's why I think this fucking guy's definitely a closet homo. That's why his first wife left him, because she caught him in the fucking sack with the producer from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, probably taking it up the fucking Hershey Highway. So he's a cuck, okay? He's a cuckolded fucking husband. She holds all the fucking strings. First of all, her career is here. Okay, anything you put her in, she ruins, because she's just her face. She's very leathery looking. I'm gonna say this: Jada Pinkett was gorgeous when she was younger. She was cute. She's petite, hot little fucking thing. Yeah. Now, I don't know. She just looks leathery, like a snake. Like, I don't know. The bald head ain't helping. Okay? So, for years while she's married to Will Smith, and she just married him because he was famous. She was known for doing that. She was a drug dealer. Then she hooked up with Tupac, got a little fame. Tupac was the love of her life. He died. I mean, she hooks up with Will Smith. Not exactly Tupac. Okay? So, she probably dangles this shit over his head. Plus, she knows he's a fruit. Okay? And this whole open relationship thing. Open relationships only work if 2 parties agree to it. I don't see how Will Smith is agreeing to this. Because I could tell by his body language, he's a little fucking disturbed. He ain't right. Okay? So, Chris Rock makes a joke. Will laughs at it. At first, she says something, rolls her eyes, and now all of a sudden he fucking reacts. Okay? So he gets up and he fucking slaps the guy in the face. Now, I get it. He's defending his girl. I don't blame him for that. Okay? But there's a right way to do that and a wrong way. You don't open hand slap another man. That's gay. Listen, here's how I would have handled that. Okay? I would have gotten up, walked backstage, waited for Chris Rock to walk off the stage, and without anybody seeing, all you would have heard is me banging his head against the fucking floor. Okay? That's how you handle that. Or you wait outside for him by his limousine, and you smash him in the fucking teeth and put him in the trunk of his car. That's how you handle that. You don't get up and you fucking slap the guy in front of everybody on television. First of all, there's about 2 million witnesses to a fucking crime now, you retard. That was the wrong way, okay? What man open hand slaps another man? That's effeminate. I had a friend, and she was dating this guy. I think his name was Kevin. I don't know, it's not that it's relevant to the story. So she calls me up one day. She says, "Let me ask you a question." I says, "Yeah, go ahead." She goes, "If somebody cut you off in traffic and then gave you the finger, what would you do?" I said, "I'd probably yank them out of the fucking car by their face and stomp their head into the ground." Why? She says, "Well, because this guy that I'm dating, some guy did just that. He pulled up next to him and rolled the window down and said, 'I will slap your face.'" And she goes, right then and there, I dried up. I said, "Yeah, that's a little gay." I'm just saying. Listen, I had a gay bar. I know how they fight. That's exactly how they fight. They just slap the shit out of each other. Okay? Like cats. So Let me walk this back. He slaps him, then sits down and screams at him hysterically from his seat, and then cries. What the fuck? Those are all signs of mental irregularity. Like I said, Jada is in this man's head. It's making him fucking crazy, right? He had a nice image, you know, a nice persona. He fucking just ruined all of it. And now you just think he's some fucking crazy ass. And like I said, these people are all fucking crazy. I sincerely think Jada just shaved her head for attention. Okay? Like I said, alopecia's not a big deal. It's not. Men have been dealing with it for years. It's called male pattern baldness. I get it. It's traumatic. Okay? I did the same thing. I shaved my head because I didn't want to fucking deal with it. But like I said, it's different. Like, I mean, if you don't realize you show up in an award show and you sit right in the front with your fucking bald head and someone's not going to say anything to you, then you're out of your fucking mind. You're living in a fantasy. If she didn't want to get mocked, she should have worn like some kind of a fucking... First of all, you know what? Will Smith should have said, here, put this baseball cap on. Do something. Like, I get it. I would have defended my girl too, but at the same time, I would have tried to, like, not let any attention get drawn to it. Put a fucking wig on. Otherwise, you want to go fucking bald, go bald. But don't be upset when somebody fucking points it out. And it wasn't even that much. It wasn't even like a vicious comment. I've heard worse. Like, oh, put your hat back on. Your head's blind to me. Like, I mean... We hear it all fucking time. Bald-headed guys hear that shit all the time. You don't see us fucking crying and slapping people about it, do you? No. Okay? Now. They say Chris Rock didn't even know she had alopecia, like I said before. Now let's just talk about Chris Rock here for a second, because no one's really mentioned poor Chris at all throughout this whole thing. Now, Chris Rock, if I would watch this, he's just standing there smiling at Will as Will Smith's walking towards him. And I'm saying to myself, this doesn't fucking look right. What's wrong with this man? And I read an article that said when he was a kid, he was diagnosed with a nonverbal learning disorder that makes it difficult for him to recognize nonverbal social cues. Well, that's pretty clear. I mean, he totally read that situation wrong. A man is walking at you at a fast pace with his eyes down, and you're just staring at him smiling. When a guy's coming at you and they ain't making fucking eye contact, they're going to do something, okay? That's when you back yourself. You get ready. You got to watch their fucking hands, their eyes, everything. He's just smiling. Totally misread that situation. I mean, I don't know how he didn't even see the slap coming, because Will backed his hand up into New Jersey and then came up. Like, I mean, he should have easily blocked that and beat the shit out of him. That's a street thing. For Christ's sakes, Chris, you grew up in Brooklyn. You should know these fucking things. Oh. You know what would have been really great? If something like this happened.
That was a nice one. Okay.
Well, as Will's walking away, you hit like a bitch. Jada grandmama hit better than you, harder than you. Or better still, if they would have pegged fucking Chris Rock to be the presenter for like best actor after that, and he calls Will up to get his award. He goes, breaks in there, and goes, nah. You think if Samuel L. Jackson or The Rock made that kind of a crack, Will would have got up and slapped them? Like, could you imagine how that would have gone? If Samuel L. Jackson did that, and all of a sudden Will comes up to, motherfucker, sit down! Or The Rock, he cracks him, Rock goes, and then fucking clocks him one. See, look, I'm bald. And it's delightful. I don't care if people make cracks. Anyhow, yeah, I mean, that I don't think Will Smith would have been so fucking ballsy if it was The Rock or Samuel L. Jackson or some other terrifying individual up there. Okay? Now, they're calling this toxic masculinity, which it's not. Because Will didn't really do anything manly here. Okay? He just slapped someone. Yeah. You know, this whole toxic masculinity shit is bullshit. Like they say, if you defend your girlfriend or your wife or whatever, that's toxic masculinity. Guys being guys. Okay? They just want us all to be fucking fairies. That's the thing. They want to emasculate everybody. These fucking liberals are retarded. Okay? They don't even know what the fuck they're asking for. Yeah, the broads will say that, and then you know what? When they get a guy who's sensitive and not manly, who are they looking for? A dude like me. Okay? I mean, and I love all these fucking celebrities all suddenly weighing in, right? 1 minute they're fucking applauding the guy, and then all after the fact they all got something to say, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Of all fucking people. He wrote an Instagram post and he said that Will's actions were disrespectful and patronizing to Jada by saying that she can't defend herself. Well, she can't. She's fucking 3 feet tall. She's got alopecia. She's very frail. Okay? Matter of fact, after Will slapped him, there's a video of Jada laughing her ass off, right? Liberal media. Actually, it was Howard Stern who said this, that the reason Will Smith slapped Chris Rock was Donald Trump's fault. How the fuck is Trump getting blamed for Will Smith slapping? If somebody fought somewhere, they want to blame Trump. Okay, and then that slob fucking Amy Schumer, I can't stand this fucking assless bitch. She's saying I'm still triggered and traumatized. Why? Nobody slapped you. They should, but nobody did. And then you got Jim Carrey, who, you know, they probably just let him out of his straitjacket, and he said that he was second. That Will Smith got a standing ovation on his speech. Now, that I agree with. Okay, I hate to agree with one of these fucking fruit flies, but I agree with them. Because every one of those fucking celebrities, every single attendee at any of these award shows are all hypocrites. They're all about their moment, okay? So here's fucking Will Smith crying and blubbering and saying he wants to be a symbol of love. And a symbol of love? You just assaulted a man on television. That was a hate crime. Okay? He just slapped someone. He wants to be a symbol of love. And then he's trying to tie it into his role in the movie King Richard. If you've seen this movie, it's I don't think it's Oscar caliber at all. Okay? I mean, shit, they canceled Mel Gibson because he said the Jews ruined Hollywood. Will committed a hate crime on television. He assaulted another black man. You assault a black man. Isn't that automatically fucking racist? Isn't that automatically a hate crime? Okay? And they give him an award. What the fuck is happening to this world? I don't know. Even the deafs are pissed at him. Because apparently a movie called Coda, which is about, I don't know, deaf people? That must be a fucking riveting movie. Like, the whole movie is probably in sign language. Well, they won Best Picture Award. And they're upset because nobody cared. Will Smith stole everyone's fucking spotlight. I told you, Samuel L. Jackson got a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Academy. And no one fucking knew. But who cares? You got the award. Why do you need anyone to know? Who gives a shit, right? They're all self-absorbed. If the Academy had any balls and any shred of integrity, they would strip him of his award and call it a fucking day. And that's the right thing to do. They said they tried to remove him, but he wouldn't leave. Please, you get 2 fucking security guards that are the size of moose. They pick him up by his elbows. They grab his little 4-foot leathery wife and they throw him out the fucking back door. That's how you get rid of them. Jesus fucking Christ. And that's enough. That's all I'm going to say about the Will Smith saga. Done and done. I know I had to address it because you were all waiting. To be honest with you, I'm so sick of it. I didn't want to talk about it tonight. But now I said my piece, and I'm moving on. So, next stop, New York. Hilaria Baldwin, who's Alec Baldwin's wife, is pregnant with her and Alec's 7th child. This man cannot stop shooting women with things. Okay? Alec, pull out. You're 100. The man is like 65, 70 years old. He's making children all over the fucking place. Okay? You can't be having all these kids. You're destroying your wife's uterus. Her vagina is probably like you can use it as a parachute. You jump out of a plane, you grab him by the legs. You know, he's gonna die soon. She's still got some good mileage on her. You could fucking fit Jada's bald head up there. All right, another stop in New York. A 73-year-old man named Lionel Pena who's a cook on Vista Yacht Cruises, was ordered by a deckhand to help dock the boat. Well, while he was tying off the boat moved, the rope slid, and it sliced off 3 of his fucking fingers. It fell into the East River. Take a look. Imagine this fucking claw coming at you. Hey, Maron. Listen, even with the fingers, I don't know if I'd want him touching my food. Definitely not now. Could you imagine? I mean, I guess you could still. I mean, I probably could. You can't hold a knife with this hand, but you know, you can hold at least something. Anyway, they rushed him to the hospital. They said divers went looking for his fingers. They ain't looking for shit. First of all, they ain't gonna find no fucking fingers in the East River. Okay, whole bodies have disappeared in the East River. Buicks have disappeared. Buicks with whole bodies in them have disappeared. Nobody's finding them. Okay? With all the chop and everything, those fingers are gone. They hit the side of the boat, they're gone. That's it. He's going to be Two-Fingered Charlie. Okay? I mean... So, now he's suing. Rightfully so. Okay? He said to the New York Post, he goes, no, my God, but they tell me to do something and I do it. I feel very sad now. Poor bastard. All right, kids, get your Mickey Mouse ears out. We're going to fucking Disney World. I had to do it. I don't know what the fuck is happening in Florida. The heat has gotten to these people. They've lost their minds. Disney is removing all mentions of gender in their parks. So no longer will they address people as ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now that's going to be, hello, everyone. Or, hello, friends. I think Bill Cosby used to say that right before he drugged people. Or dreamers of all ages. How about, hello, you mentally irregular momos of all ages? Okay? So, they want to remove all gender-specific titles. So, does that mean they're going to remove Prince and Princess, too? Because that's their whole shtick. Here's why this doesn't fucking make... I don't understand why they're doing this, okay? Partly it's in protest of the new bill that was passed, the legislature that was passed in Florida called the Parental Rights Bill. Okay, which the media erroneously called "Don't Say Gay," and all these liberal fuckfaces just jumped right on board. First of all, let me just explain something to you. Out of the entire population of the world, these woke libtards make up 1%. Okay, that just to give you an idea. Okay, where we all kind of rate in. All right, so they feel by using gender-specific titles it alienates people. This is what I don't get, okay? If you're gay, if you're a lesbian, what? You can't have a pronoun, okay? So if you're a gay man and I call you a gentleman, that's offensive? If you're biologically a boy and you identify as a girl and I call you a girl, that's offensive? They're fucking generic terms. I don't understand. Why is this a problem? What kid that goes to Disney does not want to be addressed as a princess if she's a little girl? Or, well, I mean, if you called me a prince, I probably would have punched you in the fucking throat. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, still, that's their whole shtick. Princesses and let these fucking kids just be kids. Why are we fucking robbing their childhood from them and forcing them to undergo this fucking woke bullshit agenda? They're children. Because the fucking Disney adults can't function? It's not for you, you fucking retards. They're for kids. This just drives me insane. Now, like I said, they're doing it to protest the Don't Say Gay bill, which it's not. They don't. The media labeled it Don't Say Gay. The parental rights bill, all it does is prevent sexualized instruction of any preference to kindergarten to third grade children in school. In other words, you know, like, you don't have to sit there and address the kindergarten class and tell them the difference about a gay guy and a straight guy, or a gay woman and a straight woman, or transgender and they don't need to know that. They're children. They're young, and it's going to fuck them up. Okay? Just because some gay kindergarten teacher wants to talk about his homosexual adventures over the weekend with his fucking kids, that's sick. That's perverted. Okay? Why do you need to sexualize a child's fucking education? I didn't know dick about my teachers. I didn't know if they were gay, straight, whatever the fuck. I didn't know any of that. Okay? You knew they were married because they were either Mrs. or Miss. I think I had one guy teacher when I was in grade school. You know he was straight because he organized the fucking hockey league. Right? And, he had a girlfriend. It was ugly as shit, but that's a whole other story. Anyhow. We didn't really know much about our teachers. We didn't talk about their personal lives. We didn't have time because we were learning things. Like reading. Okay? Listen, a kid in kindergarten's biggest fucking challenge in life is to get through the entire day without pissing their pants. I wish I could say the same about Joe Biden. Story for another day. So they don't need to have this dumped on top of it. Okay? So I'm all for this bill. The only fucking thing I have against it is that they don't extend it past 3rd grade. So that's what this is all about. Because, California, everybody's a fucking activist. So Disneyland, they were all upset about it. But this isn't a law in California. Okay? So they all got on the Florida people. Now, the majority of the people who work at fucking Disney World are conservative. The Floridians. They voted this legislation in, right? So the CEO of Disney was a new guy, Bob Chapek. He's a fucking mameluke. At first, he wasn't going to address it. He wasn't going to get involved with it, which is the smart thing to do. Entertainment companies should remain entertainment companies, not get involved in fucking politics, okay? But employees in Florida said that they were going to stage a walkout. Go ahead. Go ahead. You know what? Here's the thing that people don't realize, okay? If the Floridian employees in Disney World wanted to walk out, they'd all be fucking homeless because most of them live there. Okay? They live on campus. They have campus housing. It's part of their fucking job. Part of their salary. So some of them would be homeless. And if you walk out, you're fired. Okay? We could hire more people. There's tons of people that'd be happy to work in Disney World. Tons. It's not a problem. Walk out. Go. Goodbye. I would have called their fucking bluff. I would have shut the park down. Yep. Goodbye. Done. Okay? Years ago, I knew somebody who worked for Disney. It was my girlfriend at the time. When I was a kid. And she was telling me there's no outside world influence in Disney. Like somebody was wearing a yellow ribbon for Desert Storm, and the manager said, "What is that?" He goes, "Oh, it's for Disney." He goes, No, you gotta take that off. Wars do not exist in Disney World. What happens on the outside world does not happen here. This is fantasy land. Okay, this is for all of that shit gets left at the gate. You come in and have a good time. Nobody wants to be reminded of anything that happens in the outside world. That's the way it used to be at Disney World. That's the way it should continue to be. That's the way Walt Disney wanted it. But this fucking guy just walked them right into a fucking death trap. Now, here's why I say that. First of all, Disney wants to queer everything up. They even said it. They said it in a Zoom call that got leaked. Okay, they want to purposely queer everything up. That's not my words. That's the fucking retard who's got a confused kid that wants to. So now they want to make all programming and stuff for children and transgendered, gay. Well, stop. Leave it alone. My God. Okay, these motherfuckers aren't going to be happy until Donald Duck is blowing Goofy on Main Street while Mickey's fingering him in the ass. By sexualizing Disney content for children. It's fucking pedophilia. Like, I don't... That to me is no different than somebody looking at kiddie porn. You're making fucking porn out. You're trying to force your fucking point of view and your beliefs on children who are impressionable. That's sick. Okay? And like I said, it's 1% out of the whole fucking country. Now, they also sell in other media areas, like China and Saudi Arabia and all these other places where being a homosexual is considered fucking illegal. They put you in jail for that, or they'll kill you. In Saudi Arabia, if you're gay, they will kill you to death in the street. Okay? Disney doesn't seem to have a problem with that. Disney doesn't seem to have a problem with the Chinese communists putting the Uyghurs or Uyghurs or whatever the fuck they're called in concentration camps. They're okay with that. That's fine. But this legislation that was passed in Florida that is for the betterment of children so that they're not fucking damaged any further than they are now, that they're protesting. As a matter of fact, that bill does not say anything about being gay. It just you don't talk about any kind of sexual practice, whether it be heterosexual or homosexual, whatever the fuck. Okay, that's it. I mean, but what kind of content are they going to put out? Prince Charming, Prince Eric, and Prince Philip's tummy sword fight and sing along? Snow White and the 7 small homos? She walks into a midget gay orgy in the middle of the fucking woods? That's okay? They sing a song? Okay? Or Pinocchio's transition. Look out, kids, he's a little trans girl and a liar. Every time Pinocchio lies, his dick grows back. I mean, come on. It's fucking stupid. All because some exec at Disney has a confused kid and they don't know how to fucking parent it. They gotta wreck everything. See, this is why you can't have nice things with these woke idiots. Some little boy feels like using the girls' room and now girls can't win a swim meet. And now Disney's basically turned into kiddie porn. Hey, like I said, Disney needs to stay the fuck out of politics. And just stick to entertaining people, okay? That's it. That's your job. Walt Disney's fucking frozen head must be spinning in his jar in a cryo room in the castle. Okay, like I said, DeSantis wants to pull their autonomy. Now, this is a little-known fact, but Disney is actually kind of treated like its own sovereign country inside of Florida. When Disney built the Magic Kingdom in the 60s, he was pissed off that everybody capitalized on Disneyland in California, so he cut a deal with the Florida State Legislature, which Florida was a fucking swampland at the time, okay? And he said, look, he said, I want no government interference. He says, I want this land, it's mine. I'm going to lease it from the state. I'll give you a kickback on profits, but we have our own police force, our own power system, our own water system, our own jurisdiction, our own laws, blah, 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 blah. They don't really adhere to Florida state law. They're kind of treated like almost like an Indian reservation. They're occupying the land and they're just renting it from the state. Easiest way I can put it to you. They have their own currency. Like the Disney dollars, they're minted in the Federal Reserve. Okay? They have their own police force. Like everything. It's all self-contained. So, and it's been that way since the 60s. And they have a ton of autonomy. See, by doing this, by opening their mouth and fucking opening Pandora's box, all of a sudden DeSantis looked at the laws and went, you know what? We got a lot of theme parks in Disney World. I mean, in Florida. We don't really need you. So, and we know you can't move, so maybe we pull your autonomy and we start taxing the fuck out of you. Maybe then you'll shut up. Now all of a sudden Disney's starting to back up. Okay? Good for him. I like Ron DeSantis. He's a good man. All right, kids, your sports update. Major League Baseball, Yankees opening day is on April 7th. Matter of fact, I think all next week is opening season starters, at least for all the teams. The Yankees are playing the Red Sox at the stadium, at Yankee Stadium at 105 on the 7th. NHL, Islanders, and Rangers tonight at 7. That should be a good one. That should be a fucking bloodbath for the Rangers. They're going to smoke the Islanders. My mouth to God's ears. Sunday they play the Flyers at 7. Islanders play the Devils Sunday at 4. And NBA, Nets and Hawks Saturday at 7:30. Knicks and Cavs Saturday at 1. And Sunday they play the Magic at 6. And the Bulls play the Heat Saturday at 8 on... What the fuck is that? We're going to talk about polygender in light of everything else that's going on. You might be wondering, what, another alphabet? What's the polygender? Well, Uncle Tommy's here to tell you. It's when someone doesn't identify with any one type of gender. Like today you can feel like a guy, tomorrow you can feel like a girl, the day after that you can feel like a squirrel. I mean, whatever you feel like when you wake up in the morning. They have another word for this. It's called schizophrenia. Okay, you fucking wackos, take your fucking lithium and shut the fuck up. Where did all of this bullshit come from? Stop making up fucking words. They used to have 2 camps back in the day. You had gays, you had lesbians. Okay? And then in between, you had people that used to like to dress like each other. Who gives a shit? None of these... I mean... None of these other fucking momos with their multiple personality disorder. I'm polygender, I'm this gender, I'm that gender. Shut the fuck up. Everybody wants to be hurt. Shut up. Okay? You're not special. Everybody wants to be special. This is what happens when parents constantly tell their children that they're fucking special. You know, like you get those like helicopter parents like always videoing it. Oh, you walked, yay! Yay, good for you! Yay, you did that! Get the fuck out. If I didn't set the house on fire when I was a kid, nobody was patting me on the back for it. Okay, kids, on Right or Racist. FBI hate crime statistics in 2015 show that 78.4% of all hate crimes were committed by white people. Well, that's racist. Despite popular belief, white people are not entirely evil. In 2015, white people only committed 48.4% of those hate crimes. The other 30% apparently were committed by Will Smith. Last one, I promise. All right, kids, your PSA. Aside from the fact you can't find shoe polish anymore. Like I said, last week, everybody, the whole fucking week, everybody's been off their meds. So last Saturday or Sunday, I forgot what day of the week it was. Might have been Saturday. I go to the supermarket. And I go to the deli counter. I ordered some turkey and some cheese and some cold cuts and shit. So, of course, you know, there's this thing, and I say it's a thing because I don't know what the fuck it was, to be quite honest with you. It had a ponytail and tits. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl or what. I mean, it could have been a guy, you know, because some guys have fucking memories. You never know, right? Who the fuck knows? And honestly, I didn't care. I was wearing a mask. I don't know. So I made my order, and I'm saying it for a reason. It hands it to me, and I said, thanks, pal. It's just a generic response that you get out of me. Well, this fucking thing went crazy. Okay, because I called it pal. And turns out it was a she who was transitioning to be a guy. I identify as a woman. I'm a she. I'm like, wow. I said, I don't really care. You're a guy, you're a girl, or whatever the fuck you are. I don't care what your mental affliction is. I was being polite. I say pal to everybody. It's a general statement. If I called a sweetheart and she says I'm a guy, that's also a general statement for me too. I'm from Brooklyn, it happens. But I mean, like, stop projecting your fucking mental instabilities on everybody, okay? That's the point I'm trying to make. If you want to be fucking crazy, keep it to yourself. I don't need to deal with it. Stay COVID-less, kids. No mask, don't ask. Haters can kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? It's been your Friday wrap-up. I'll see you when I see you.